This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
As always, fresh off the weekend, and it's again a screwed up weekend. We had 15,000 cases yesterday. The good thing is that the death rate went down to 300 and something, which is not good to lose 300 and something Americans, but it was like it's 700 and something on Saturday, which is now, the weekends were the lower numbers. Now the weekends, the cases are skyrocketing. The deaths had gone up over the weekend. And so now, I don't know when this is going to turn, because everywhere you look, people still aren't wearing their masks and all kinds of stuff. So it's screwed up. Nate Solder warned everybody, said no football if the NFL fails to keep the players safe. And you see over the weekend, in fact, there's a game, I didn't even look right now if it's playing this morning for the MLS. They've canceled it 3 times, the DC United game, and they were supposed to play this morning. I'm not even sure if they are. I'll look it up now and see if they're actually playing. Yes, they are. They're in the 84th minute, the Toronto and DC United game. Toronto's leading 2-1. I was watching the Real Salt Lake Colorado game last night. Real Salt Lake dominated. Colorado's just not good. So I watched a lot of soccer over the weekend. But speaking of the other football, if you saw what was going on with the NFL, Nate Solder kind of came out and said, hey, you guys better get your stuff straightened out here, because if you don't, then you know what? There might not be any football this year. And it says if the NFL doesn't do their part to keep the players healthy, there is no football in 2020, Nate Solder tweeted out on Friday. It's that simple. And look, I've been kind of showing you guys that I told you it's the Major League movie all over again, where the guys are winning and they take a piece of clothing off of her, and kind of leave her naked at the end of the race. And that's basically what's been going on with the NFL, right? They've lost their mini camps. They lost their Hall of Fame game. They lost their Hall of Fame ceremonies. They're losing half their preseason. And eventually they'll probably lose the season. I hate to say it. But on the college side, you're already seeing it. Okay? You're already seeing it. Ivy League is pushing it to spring. These other leagues now, the Big Ten and all that, say, well, we're going to go to conference games. They're just kidding themselves, because it's just a precursor to, we got to push it to the spring, because they were not going to cancel it. There's too much money involved. So they're not going to cancel it. What they will do is push it back to the spring to give themselves an opportunity. I don't know if you caught Greg Sankey, the commissioner of the SEC, and he came out and said, hey, we're running out of time to try to get this thing right. And that's because by now, we all expected to have this under control. Okay? And you know why? Because then we all thought, okay, we could get back to our normal lives.